Welcome back. Can you even believe this? We are almost at the very end of the book of Colossians. It's been such a wonderful journey. Thank you so much for joining me as we have fixed our minds on Christ and walked through daily devotions through the book of Colossians. Today we are going to look at verses 12 through 16 of chapter 4. Epaphras, who is one of you, a slave of Christ Jesus, greets you. He is always contending for you in his prayers, so that you can stand mature and fully assured in everything God wills. For I testify about him that he works hard for you, for those in Laodicea and for those in Hierapolis. Luke, the dearly loved physician, and Demas greet you. Give my greetings to the brothers in Laodicea and to Nympha in the church in her home. When this letter has been read among you, have it read also in the church of the Laodiceans, and see that you also read the letter from Laodicea. Here Paul expresses great gratitude and appreciation for his fellow servant Epaphras. In my years in ministry, working with volunteers, there's two abilities that mean more to me than anything else. First of all, it's dependability, and second of all, it's availability. Those are two abilities that reach far into kingdom work. It doesn't matter what your skill set is, but if you are available and dependable, you can accomplish kingdom purposes. So I'd like to ask you today, are you available? Are you dependable? And without some level of margin in your life, you are not available for kingdom work. Believe me, I'm one of those moms who had my kids so overscheduled that there was no room in our calendar for anything else. I can remember many nights coming home from baseball late. We didn't even eat dinner until after 9 p.m. and then it was get the kids in bed and get ready for the next day. There was no margin. There was no room to breathe. There was no room to even think kingdom-minded thoughts. It was just one task to the next. Mike and I were both working full-time. The kids were highly involved in sports and activities. It was a zoo. It was really hard to accomplish anything, let alone hold our family together. So as I encourage you today and ask you the questions, are you available and are you dependable? My challenge to you is this: take a look at your schedule and see what it is that you can free up. Yes, for the Lord. Yes, for the sake of your family. What is it that's got you so strapped and so burdened that you can't even think straight? And find something that you can eliminate. And you know what? Your kids are going to survive without that next activity. They're going to be stronger. They're going to be better having served the Lord alongside you, or even just spent close-knit talking time and sharing time as a family unit. So challenge number one is big, and it's going to take a long time and a lot of family conversations and a ton of prayer. But what is it that you can give up in your packed schedule so that you can be more available and dependable for Christ? Now, the tendency often is to let something go so that you can serve the Lord, and then before you know it, you're back in that rat race. Only this time you're doing ministry work instead of work with the kids and sports things. So that's not our aim. We don't want to move from one overstrapped situation to another overstrapped situation, but seek the Lord and ask him, what is it that you would have me do, and how do I find time to do it? A lot of times when I was speaking to volunteers and asking them how they would like to get involved in ministry, one of the questions I would ask is, what is it that you're willing to give up so that you can serve the Lord in this way? And most people don't like that question. They think, well, I don't need to give up anything. I'm just going to do this, and the Lord's going to provide. And he will provide, but oftentimes he provides because we give up something else. There are only 24 hours in a day, so use those hours wisely and ask him how you can be more available and dependable for him. Be strengthened by the word today. I hope you're encouraged and blessed. I'm Kathy McIntosh, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.